Hey everyone, are you looking to escape, get into the jungle, and just get out of wherever it is that you are? Well, today I'm going to be creating a very interesting travel fund. This is so great because you get to visually see how high your fund is getting. Plus, at the very end, you get to break it open when this little travel fund is jammed full of all of your extra change and bills that you collect over a year, over 6 months, however long you want to save for. You can fully customize this, and this is made out of items I had laying around the house, so it didn't cost me a thing to make this little travel fund. All right, let's just get right into it. Let me start by saying that this is just how I decided to decorate my travel fund. You can use this as inspiration or you can copy it exactly. Now, I found this little basket that I had in my craft supplies. You can get things like this from the dollar store, and I decided to paint a sort of ocean motif on the back. After a couple layers and colors, it looks like this. I painted the rest of the box white. Now, to make this contained, we need to make a front screen, but we want it to be clear. So I'm taking a old clear file folder and just going to measure that out and cut it out with a pair of scissors. Leave this to the side because we won't be gluing the front on right away. Now we need to close up that hole in the bottom, so I'm just going to measure out another piece of plastic. Use a pen. It'll make a little line, cut it out, and then I'm going to use some super glue to glue this on. Now, use gloves. I like to live on the edge apparently, and I risked not using gloves, but I would recommend using gloves. I am now going to use a little piece of the plastic from just extra cuttings and swipe off any excess so that I have a smooth line and press down evenly. Now, I do need to fill in these gaps in the sides, so I found these old wooden buttons, and again, with super glue and some patience, I'm just going to fill in the holes in just a very random pattern. Now, I did actually do a very similar pattern on the top of this box with the wooden beads, but I left the slot open so that I can put folded up bills and coins or whatever through that gap. Now here I am just tracing my box on a printed out map. You can use a picture from a magazine or cut up an old map book if you have one. Just measure the outside of the box and cut that out. Now, I will tell you there probably is an easier way to do this, and if you find one, good for you, but this is just how I did it. And then I went ahead and measured the distance on the inside of the box, made 2 marks, and then I just drew a straight line and cut that off. I did this for both the height and the width of the box. Now, it's not perfect, but I got it as close as I possibly could. So again, just measure the inside gap here, make a mark at the distance on the other side, draw a straight line, and cut that off. Now, this would be the end here, but my box has some edges, so I'm just cutting off the corners, and go ahead, trim it up if you need to if it's not quite right. But we're going to glue this down, so I'm using some craft glue and a paintbrush just to make sure I get a very even spread on the back and up the edges just a little bit. Press your map in, and then I'm going to add another layer of craft glue on top just to seal this in and make sure that the paper hopefully stands the test of time and doesn't get bothered by any coins dropping in. Now here I'm just using a piece of plastic and I'm going to smooth this out while the glue is wet, and now that it is finally dry, it looks something like so. This is why we can't put the piece of plastic on right away. Once it's glued on, I added a cute little sign, and you are more than welcome to go and add in your coins, your bills, anything it is that you want to save. Look how cute this is. Imagine when this gets so full, I wonder how much money you'll save. When you drop coins in, it actually does help to stuff down the bills as well, and the more money you put in there, the more it'll stuff down as well. Wherever in the world you want to travel, I hope you can make it there one day. I really hope you enjoyed this craft and you get creative with your version of a travel fund. Until next time, take care. Bye!